Top 10 Best Fantasy Running Backs List. If you have fantasy football championship aspirations, stocking up on reliable running backs is crucial. That means you'll want to add running backs early and often in your fantasy football draft. If you miss out on the star running backs in the first few rounds, you'll struggle to keep pace with the owners in your league who drafted studs like Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, or Austin Eckler. Whether you're in a standard or PPR, points per reception league, the teams with the best RBs usually come out on top. Sure, you can luck out by adding a breakout running back via the waiver wire or by swinging a blockbuster trade. You could even hit the jackpot with a handcuff running back late in the draft. But wouldn't you rather be safe than sorry? We here at Lineupassist have formulated the top 10 RBs you'll want to monitor early in your 2022 fantasy football draft. 1. Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis Colts, bye week 14. Taylor was a fantasy owner's dream in 2021. The 23-year-old had a hopping 42 carries inside the 10-yard line. To put that into perspective, the next highest total in the NFL was New England Patriots running back Damien Harris, 30. Taylor ended up earning MVP consideration with a league-leading 1,811 rushing yards, 5.5 yards per carry, and 18 touchdowns. He also caught 40 passes for 360 yards and 2 TDs, with guaranteed volume to go with his elite talent. Taylor should be a no-brainer for the #1 overall pick in your draft, regardless of the format. 2. Christian McCaffrey, Carolina Panthers, bye week 13. You know what you're getting with Christian McCaffrey at this point. You're spending a top 3 pick on a potential league winner who also has a high chance of derailing your season with an injury. We still think he's worth the investment, but be sure to grab Chuba Hubbard later on in your draft as an insurance policy. 3. Austin Eckler, Los Angeles Chargers, bye week 8. If healthy, Eckler is about as safe as a top 5 draft pick as you can get in PPR formats. He racked up 70 receptions out of the backfield for 647 yards and 8 TDs. He's no slouch in the running game either, as he tallied 911 yards for another 12 TDs. In an offense that's expected to fire on all cylinders again in 2022, Eckler will be given every opportunity to shine. 4. Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans, bye week 6. Henry finished as the RB20 last season despite playing in only 8 games due to injury. He led all running backs in PPR points per game, 23.4, through those 8 weeks. There's obvious injury concern heading into 2022, especially given his enormous workload, but Henry should be considered one of the best running back options on the board until proven otherwise. 5. Dalvin Cook, Minnesota Vikings, bye week 7. Cook owners may have a bitter taste in their mouths heading into this year's draft. The 3-time Pro Bowler saw his TD total dip from 17 in 2021 to 6 in 2022 and missed 4 games. That should be considered an anomaly. Cook averaged 22 touches per game and 15.2 fantasy points per game when healthy last season. Those numbers are worthy of an early first-round pick. 6. Najee Harris, Pittsburgh Steelers, bye week 9. We wouldn't be surprised to see Harris as the RB1 when the 2022 season concludes. The second-year running back led the league with 381 touches last season and finished as the RB 4.5-point PPR formats. The quarterback situation in Pittsburgh could hurt Harris' stock, but we bet on him being among the safer picks in round 1. 7. Joe Mixon, Cincinnati Bengals, bye week 10. Mixon slipped to the second round in most fantasy drafts last year, but you won't want to risk waiting on him again this time around. The 26-year-old was a workhorse in 2021 with 334 total touches, 3rd in NFL, 20.9 touches per game, 6th, and 16 goal line carries, 3rd. Behind an improved Bengals offensive line, Mixon is poised to be even better than a season ago, when he finished as the RB 3.5-point PPR leagues. 8. DeAndre Swift, Detroit Lions, bye week 6. Swift's injury history is the only reason to not take him in round 1. The former Georgia star is a stellar receiver out of the backfield and led all running backs with 53 catches in 10 games played before his injury last season. Perhaps the 3rd year is the charm, as there's no doubt Swift has the talent to carry you to a fantasy championship. 9. Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns, bye week 9. Chubb has earned a reputation as one of the best running backs in the league. The 26-year-old has averaged at least 5 yards per carry in each season since he entered the NFL in 2018. Still, There are a couple of reasons to be wary of selecting Chubb with your first pick. For one, he isn't great as a receiver out of the backfield, which makes him far less valuable in PPR formats. Secondly, Kareem Hunt is set to steal some carries and touchdowns as long as he's healthy. In what could be a dismal offense with Deshaun Watson suspended for the first 11 games, Chubb could disappoint some fantasy owners this season. 10. Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers, bye week 14. Jones should be the heart and soul of the Packers' offense with Davin Adams out of the picture. The 27-year-old caught 52 passes out of the backfield last season for 391 yards and 6 TDs. When Adams has missed time for Green Bay, Jones has averaged 23 PPR points per game. That'll do. You can get an edge on draft day over here at Lineupassist by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for hundreds of player profiles, expert rankings, projections, mock drafts, sleepers, busts, and much more. See you in the next video.